Hey, so today I'm going to show you what's the methodology or what do we actually do for our clients. So how do we get 10x or more of an ROI for our e-commerce SEO clients? So what it is that we actually do for them. And you can just take this information, implement it by yourself, or like if you're interested in hiring us, this will just tell you what it is that we actually do. And all in all, we should try to be as lean and as efficient as possible because you like if you heard about the term SEO, you probably already know that the SEO takes time. And yeah, it does, but like the basic process, which I'm trying to outline here in this video, is like we try to design it in a way so that we get results as fast as possible. And yeah, just mumbling on too long, let me just get to the point. So the first step that we do is we analyze your website or the client's website and we look for the gaps. So let's say that in this example, I like to bring this example of adjustable dumbbells. Let's say that you want to rank for this keyword, and it's a super lucrative keyword, by the way, meaning that it has a lot of searches and the products are rather expensive. Many fitness equipment sites basically fitness equipment sites sell this type of product, and this is a lucrative keyword that they want to rank for. So let's say that our client or you or whoever currently sitting at position number 25, you should type in adjustable dumbbells into Google. And then what we do, the first step is just looking at like what are the gaps. Google has a wide list of different ranking factors, but the most important ones that we can work on are domain strength, page optimization, backlinks, internal links, topical authority, and site architecture. These are the main things that we usually work on. And most of the work is actually done with these 5. Because once we do this part, this domain strength is taken care of already. And also this is a slower process. Like this usually, the shift in this will happen in years time. Some of our clients, like we managed to get them from like a domain strength or a domain authority of 0. By the way, it's a scale of 0 to 100. We're using an HS score here, but that doesn't really matter. The point is like how authoritative is your site, how many backlinks, how many other websites are referring to it. And the more time your site has been around, the more backlinks you build to it, external links, the higher your domain authority and the easier it is for you to rank. So the point here is that like if you're Amazon or if you're like a massive brand in the fitness space, then like Rogue, for example, is a massive brand. Like they already have a ton of domain strength. So whatever they publish, they have a much easier time ranking because they have so much established domain authority, which builds trust with Google and allows them to rank. So yeah, we look at like how you're doing in all of the main fronts that we can improve on. And these are also one of the most important ranking factors. And we try to assess like what are the main gaps. So let's say that like the competitor sitting at number 1, their domain strength is 7 out of 10. Their page optimization is a 3 out of 10. The backlinks is like 3 out of 10. And internal links 2 out of 10. Topical authority 3. And site architecture 5. So we try to like paint a picture like what's going on here. And we try to get like a total score or try to understand what are the main gaps, where the competitors are the weakest at, and what is it that we can do to get you like your total score up so that you would be able to rank in top 3. By the way, most people don't really scroll past the top 3. They just find a suitable result from the first 3. So we ideally want to get you to the top 3 and number 1, of course, if that's possible. But sometimes the case might be that you need like $2,000 to get to position number 2, but like $50,000 to get to position number 1. So it isn't really feasible or ROI positive to get you to number 1, but you could get to number 2, and the ROI or the return on investment is much bigger. If it's an ego thing or if you really want, then we can do that for you. We have clients in the past that like one of our earliest clients who's in the bed space, in the bed niche, like they came to us and said like, we want to beat Amazon and we want to totally dominate our niche. And we said, yeah, it's going to take you tens of thousands of dollars because of the gaps. Like the main gap was in the backlinks and domain authority. And they said, sure, fine, let's start. And in 9 months, we were able to get to top 3. And after 12 months, we were able to get them to position number 1. And this happened 2 years ago now, and they're still holding the number 1 position. It's easier to maintain a position, but yeah, you need way less resources to maintain than you need to get to the top. But yeah, it's they're making a lot of money from it, and the ROI was massive. So yeah, we look at all the gaps, and usually this isn't as perfect as you see here. Like for example, in this example, like I have competitor number 3 that had like a much lower domain strength than the competitor position number 1 and 2, but they are doing well on other fronts. Like they have a lot more topical authority. And I'm going to explain what these all mean moving forward. But like the idea here is that you don't need to like max out everything. You just need to like find the places where it's the easiest to move the needle for you. And then we can go from there. Like we can start from there. And also we do this kind of gap analysis for all of your important keywords to see like where we see the smallest gaps so that we can start filling them and get you ROI as fast as possible. So yeah, moving on. So the first thing again is just a gap analysis, just to see where you are, where you're at, like how far from the top you are right now for your most important keyword. And the second step is that we analyze like what it actually is that we need to do to fill the gaps. And then like if this analysis was just for one keyword, but now we look at different keywords, like let's say that you want to, like you have 5 main keywords. Sometimes like some e-commerce clients, like they have hundreds of keywords they want to rank for, but still like if you have hundreds of keywords, you could spend hundreds of thousands to try to get and rank all of them. So instead, we just recommend to look at like the lowest hanging fruit or the most important keywords. Start from there, get some ROI, like invest into SEO, make some money from it, like rank higher, start actually making money from it. Once you start getting to the top 3 with the easiest keywords, you see some immediate return because people are finding you now for that keyword. They will start buying your products. And yeah, you will get some additional money coming in, so you can reinvest to go after the harder keywords. So you see here, like we also look at like what are the different keywords, how much money do we estimate that we need to spend to get those keywords to top 3, if not number 1. So in this example, like let's say that keyword number 1. By the way, optimization work is quite like it doesn't really matter that much in most cases. Like the work is the same. Like if you're going after a keyword that's really hard to rank, like the optimization work is about the same. So this is usually the same cost, but sometimes like the competitors have done like really good optimization. They have like, let's say on their collection page, let's say that they're selling adjustable dumbbells and they've written like all of the FAQs, like all of the possible questions people have, they have answered them. They have like a buyer's guide and they have a really good piece of content. And all of the like top 3 guys have really good content on their collection pages. Then we need to do the same. So then it's more work, and this is why it's more expensive. But most of the time, we don't really need to do that. Like most of the time, we just add some content, fix keyword optimization, fix the main keywords, find out what are the main keywords that people are looking for in the first place to find your product. Maybe you thought that like adjustable dumbbells is like the word keyword, but maybe people don't know the keyword and they type something different in the search, like dumbbells with changeable weights, for example, or they search for the thing differently. So we just optimize you to rank for the main term that people use the most, because maybe the version that you have, the title you have, is only searched like 100 times a month, but the right title, which actually describes, or like most people are using to search for that particular word, is searched for like 10,000 times, 15,000 times. So if you optimize, if you change the title to the correct one and also do some content optimization, like add some content, add some FAQ, then that will already give you like a significant boost. So the optimization work usually isn't that expensive. Backlinks is one of the most expensive parts. We usually do this last because everything else is cheaper. And once we do everything else, then we will know that, okay, like this is now done. Then we'll see where you will land. Like let's say we started out optimizing a keyword for you. You were ranking 25. We did everything. Now you're in position 15. So you're on the middle of the second page of Google. You're still quite far from top 3. So now all we is left to do is we have to build backlink. So yeah, on some keywords you maybe only need optimization, and that should get you top 3. But with some keywords you might need to invest a ton into those into backlinks to actually get rankings for you. So in this example, like I've said, like optimization $150, backlinks $5K, and $5K worth of blog posts as well, which comes out to be around like 20 blog articles, because you need to boost topical authority. Or you need to, like Google needs to see, like, because all your other competitors, they have a ton of blog articles about dumbbells and exercising and so on, and you have 0. So we need to build at least 20 to cover the basics and to allow you to rank, or to enable you to rank on that search. But then again, like even if you see this type of thing, like there are 5 keywords, and like some of them are like quite cheap to rank or don't need that much resources, but some of them need a lot of resources. You shouldn't get discouraged by it. This exercise, the main reason for this exercise is to create a plan to fill the gaps. And by creating a plan, the idea is that we will have a row of, or we have like a schedule of different keywords to go after. We will start with lowest hanging fruit. So we would start from, like, let's say you have a budget of $2,000 per month, or even if you're doing it for yourself, like let's say you're investing like $2K a month into SEO by doing it yourself or with your own team, then I would always recommend to start from the lowest hanging fruit. Like for $2K a month, you can like fill all the gaps for keyword number 2 and for keyword number 4. Then you can already start your work with keyword number 1 as well. So after 2 months, you have done all the work to fill the gaps for keywords number 1, 2, and 4, and then you can start to tackle keyword number 5 and so on, to have like a compounding effect. And then you can go after other keywords and do other things as well. But yeah, in our plan, like this is the main work, but we also do technical analysis and fixes. And technical analysis is like this is just usually doesn't give a significant boost, but in some cases, usually the boost is around like 5 to 10% in terms of organic traffic if we do all the fixes. It's small, it's not significant. We don't put that much resources into it, but we do have to check that you don't have any bottlenecks, because sometimes clients have significant bottlenecks. They have some significant errors. And once you fix those, then you can see like a massive increase in traffic, but that's only like 1 time out of 50. So that's a rare occasion, but we still have to check, because if we don't check, if we don't fix it, then the problems are still going to remain, and everything we do is not going to have the effect. So yeah, it's like there's a dead weight stuck to us, and we just won't be able to run as fast, and we won't be able to catch up with our competitors. And also, yeah, we do the site structure and architecture fixes as well. But yeah, this is the main work. So go after the keywords one after the other, and we mainly work on collection pages first because they have the most leverage, they have the most search volume. So let's see, what did I write down for number 3? Oh yeah, this is what I already covered, but figure out the lowest hanging fruit. So this is what I also mentioned here. So here's an example. So I typed in Titan, or I'm looking for Titan Fitness. And let's say that they are our client. And we look at like all of their keyword rankings. So these are all the keywords that they rank for, sorted based on volume, like how many searches there are per month for this type of keyword. Titan is their brand name, but it's also a material. So that's maybe not that. That's where a lot of the volume comes from. But like dumbbells, most of like they get like dumbbells, the keyword gets 69,000 searches per month. And right now they're ranking position number 4 with one of their pages. So what we're doing here is looking for the lowest hanging fruit. So we're not looking for like, this is Ahrefs, by the way. If you don't know, this is a SEO research tool. And I've excluded blogs and products from here because I'm mainly looking for collection pages once we start the analysis for the lowest hanging fruit. And I've sorted this so that it only shows me keywords where the client is ranking in position 420. So they're not in the top 3 yet, but they are quite close to the top 3. Because I want to see the lowest hanging fruit opportunities. And now what I do is I look at the keywords, I look at the KD, and the KD stands for keyword difficulty. And this is an indication how difficult it is to rank for that term. So how much resources you have to invest to actually get the top 3 rankings or the top ranking. And this is just a measurement I always double check, but like based on this analysis here, like of course dumbbells is a massive keyword, has a lot of search volume. We would be super interested to work on dumbbells, but odds are that we still need to spend tens of thousands to get them from number 4 to position number 1 or 2. So this might not be the first thing we would go after, although we would definitely pay attention to it. I would still do an analysis. I would still look at the gaps because this would be super lucrative for them. And ideally, if we were to work together for a long period, this is an ego thing for us as well. I would really love them to rank for dumbbells, because if we have a client in the fitness space and they're selling adjustable dumbbells, for sure, and dumbbells, for sure, we want them to rank there. So we'll do whatever it takes. And sometimes, it's just internally within our team, we want those rankings. So we go way above our budget. So the client doesn't pay more, but we just do more on the expense of our profitability just to get those rankings. Because if we do that, if we achieve that, and we've done that in the past many times, the client is super happy and they're going to stay on for longer. Then it's just easier to maintain that position. But yeah, anyways, I digress. Sorry for that. My point here is that, like, if you look at some of the other keywords, like weight track, this costs around $200. I checked on their site, and this has 9,500 searches per month, each month, and the difficulty is at 2. They're sitting in position number 9 right now. And by the way, they don't have, like, immediately I see that weight track is the keyword that people type in, and they don't even have the keyword in the URL. And they're already ranking number 9. So that's an easy, low-hanging fruit opportunity. So, and again, like another one is gym flooring, also something they sell. They're in position 5 and the difficulty is 12. If you remember, like the difficulty for dumbbells is 26, and this is a logarithmic scale, meaning that it's way, way harder to rank I'd say it's 10 times harder or even 100 times harder to rank for like a keyword difficulty of 26 than it is to rank for a keyword difficulty of 2. So here you might only need like some optimization and like 2 or 3 backlinks, but here you need tens of hours of optimization and 50 to 100 plus backlinks. And the like cost differences, like here you might need to invest like, let's say $500 to like $1,000 to rank in the top three. Here you need to invest tens of thousands. So that's the difference. You would want to start from ranking for this, get some money coming in, like get some money back to you. And I have an example here. Yeah, in step number 4. So step number 3 was we figure out the lowest hanging fruit. Now step number 4 is we start working on the easy wins. We start doing the work, we start filling the gaps. So this is the weight rack example, which I found here, like weight rack, 9,500 searches a month, and they were sitting at position number 9. So if I look at the actual results, these are the first page results here. We see Amazon sitting at position number 1. And what we want to assess from here is that how much traffic on average do the top 3 rankers have? And if you see here that our client, potential client, is here sitting in position number 9, they're getting 118 visitors each month. And the current rankers in the top 3 or 4 getting on average like 2,000 visitors per month. So if you take these numbers, for the keyword weight rack, the traffic potential is 1,900. Because if you remember, like you're getting around 100 and the potential is to get 2,000. So they could get 1,900 visitors extra every month if they were to rank in the top 3. And the product costs around $200. The weight racks, they cost around $200. And if I Google for average e-commerce conversion rate, it's around 2.5 to 3%. So if this would if they would get 1,900 extra visitors and 2.5% of them convert to buying the product, and this doesn't even include like if someone finds you from here, they probably buy some other stuff from you as well. Especially if you do, if you have good email marketing, you're able to sell additional products to the client and so on. But I'm not gonna get into that. So just from this one keyword, they would earn, and if they were to rank in the top 3, they would earn an additional $114,500 per month. It's just an estimation, but this is not a stupid estimation. This is actually based on facts and data. So this is the power of potentially ranking or doing the little work that needs to be done to help them rank higher for that particular one keyword. And then once they start making the money, like they rank for that keyword, they start making extra money, the income grows. They can then take the money and reinvest it to other keywords that are a bit more difficult to rank, like weight sets, 18,000 searches, weight vest, 15,000 searches, gym flooring, and then start to compound, meaning that now they invest the profits into ranking these keywords to make more money, and then eventually start to rank or start to work on or reinvest the money to work to rank number 1 for the most important keywords, like dumbbells, like adjustable dumbbells. And the good part is that most competitors are sleeping on it. They really don't do that much to get the results. So if you do the work, if you do this, if you go at it methodically, like we do it internally, then like the compound method of like going after a weak keyword, getting some money back and then reinvesting. With this compounding, because most competitors are sleeping on it, you will be able to achieve results. It will take time, yes, but if you start from the lowest hanging fruit keywords, you might get the initial ranking boosts in like a few months, then reinvest that money. In a few years' time, if you're in it for the long haul, you're gonna establish a massive moat for your own business. And by doing that, by building those links, you're gonna be able to raise your overall authority, and all of your products are gonna rank higher, and this is going to compound results for you, and you're gonna get a ton of organic traffic through this way. So how do we actually fill the gaps? What do we actually do? What are the main gaps? So these are the main things that we usually do for our clients. We create blog posts for them. So the blog posts serve 2 purposes. For one, like we always do keyword research to find blog articles that people are actually searching for. So let's say that you are selling adjustable dumbbells, and people are like doing a search like adjustable dumbbells versus regular dumbbells, or these kinds of like informational keywords. Then, or like maybe even like a best adjustable dumbbell, like you could create an article on it and list your own products if they really are good. and some of your competitors' products even, so you could grab the attention of the users that otherwise didn't know about you. And yeah, you can answer their questions around like how to use adjustable dumbbells, what are the pros and cons of adjustable dumbbells, and these kinds of content, having these kinds of content pieces. If we see that people are actually searching for these, we do create the articles for you or for our clients. And then those articles have good odds of ranking. And once they rank, they attract clients to you that now you're answering their questions. They now start to build trust with you. And also you could recommend your own products from there. Like from those articles, like pros and cons, you could link to your products. You could have your product listed there so that they could buy those products. Or you could retarget those people in the future, and you could capture their emails from the blog articles. And also another benefit is that those blog articles, you would internally, as you are also linking to your products and collection pages, like from a pros and cons of adjustable dumbbells article, you could link to your adjustable dumbbells collection page. This will linking from your blog articles to that page will boost your topical authority and boost your rankings of your collection pages and all the products in that particular sub niche. So that's the power of doing blog articles. And we usually either do it internally for our clients, or if a client is super niche and they have some writing capabilities among their team, then we just do the keyword research to find out like what are the topics that people are actually searching for. And then we give you the outlines, how to produce the content. So then you can take the outlines and the keywords and you can craft an article on it. So we do a lot of the heavy lifting for you if you have a content person in-house, or if not, then we also do the content pieces for you. And optimization, this is also super important. We use a tool like Surfer SEO. So what we do is we look at your most important collection pages. Like here, I've added just an example is from Titan Fitness, and I've added in their adjustable dumbbells page. And this tool tells me that their content score is a 45 out of 100. So we could add some content, change some words, inject some important words that Google wants to see. And yeah, we use this tool, and this tool, what it does, it looks at who's currently ranking at the top and what types of keywords that they are using and what types of elements on page they're using that correlate to the highest rankings for this particular keyword, so for adjustable dumbbells. And then it gives us suggestions that, okay, you need to add like a few words, a few hundred words, you need to add headings, paragraphs, images, you need to add some these kinds of keywords. And this is because Google is an algorithm, it's a math formula. And it's looking for signals. And these are the signals that this tool is telling me that the current page is currently lacking. And yeah, you need to inject. If you inject those things, this will just make the ranking easier for you. If you remember this optimization part, this is like this part from here, optimization work. So yeah, and the better your page is optimized, the higher your score, the less links you're going to need, because links can be quite expensive, as you can see from here. For example, like one of our clients, we built over $30,000 worth of links to just one page. Initially, we invested like $15,000 to get them number one, and now we like in 3 years we've just slowly built additional links to just maintain the rankings. But they are making hundreds of thousands every month in sales from ranking number one for that particular keyword. So that it's an ROI game. You have to assess. Sometimes it's not worth going after the keyword, but oftentimes it is. And yeah, backlinks is the other main deliverable. This is a key part of Google's algorithm. This is why Google became so popular, because they started using, on top of these word signals, like to use the main words on a page and so on, and where do you use them? Do you use them in the main titles and so on? Backlinks was like a game-changing feature that Google was heavy on. And what is a backlink is it's contextual. The best part of backlink is a contextual link, so a link from an article to your page. But this is just an example from a link to our homepage from our own blog page. But like you would get these kinds of, we build these kinds of contextual backlinks to our clients' sites from other websites on the web that are related and connected to you. So if you're Titan Fitness and we're building links for you, then we would go to try and find some fitness influencers and bloggers, maybe personal trainers that have a blog that are relevant to you and that have high authority. The higher the better. And that actually have organic rankings, organic traffic themselves. This shows that Google likes the site. Only like 5.5% of the internet pages do get organic traffic. So we only look at the sites that do get organic traffic, that are in good graces with Google, and we build links from those sites to you that point to your article or your product page, and this will give you a boost. And this is the biggest thing that you can do. Like, for example, we have one e-commerce client that only allowed us to do backlink building for them. They didn't allow us to touch their collection pages or anything. Of course, this made ranking a bit harder because then they need more backlinks. But that's what we did, and this was all we did, and they were able to achieve #1 rankings for the most important keywords across the board. It took some time, but yeah, still it worked, and the ROI was massive for them. It doesn't always work, but most of the time backlinks do work well. This is the key component of ranking. And again, another technical SEO, this is what I've already mentioned. We do analysis using different tools. This is just an example from Ahrefs. This is one of our clients, by the way. And this tells you all the issues that they have. Although they have excellent score, there's always something, because page keeps changing, the clients keep adding content, we keep adding content, so something break, and then we just keep fixing those. First, when we sign a client, we start working with a client, we do a full analysis and fix everything that we can, and then we move on to just maintaining let's just keeping track, how's it going. Every month we see the report, something going on, and then we just fix those things. So that's the fourth main deliverable. So it's blog posts, optimization, backlinks, and technical SEO. And for clients with lower budgets, we mainly only do the two: optimizations and backlinks, because these are the most effective ones. This is a bit of a nice to have, but again, if you're in it for the long haul and if you have the budget, then you should also do blog posts, because if you don't, and if your competitor is doing those, then they have a competitive advantage. So yeah, that's about it about our deliverables. And then step number 5, if you remember, step number 4 was starting working on easy wins and compounding the results, starting from the easy ones, going to the medium ones, and then going to the difficult ones. And then step number 4 is just analyze the results, adjust strategy, and keep compounding. Keep going after the keywords, and just look at what's going on. Every month we send a report to our clients. It's just a small snapshot of the report. This is one of our clients. Of course, I gave you a snapshot of one of our most recent clients that we started working on in the beginning of this year, and they're already seeing a boost. We aren't always successful. Our success rate is quite high. We're quite happy with it, but we're always trying to improve. But yeah, we look at the results, we report back on those results every month, and also we send ad hoc reports. And based on this, here's a snapshot of our process. We have a full process here, but this is the part of the reporting process. So our project manager is gonna ask for your feedback. He's gonna analyze the results. He's gonna provide guidance to the team and communicate with you, the client. And then the project manager sends you a monthly summary report. And if you give us any feedback, hey, I have a lot of these kinds of products that I want sold faster, or this product is actually our biggest profit maker, can you focus on this one? So yeah, or maybe the client tells, hey, your report is too complicated or something like that. Then we always try to adjust and make it better for the client, because our end goal is to make our clients happy. And then if the client the project management gets feedback from the client, they also share the feedback and results with the team. And of course, there's a head of strategy that also takes a look at the campaign and how everything's going. And they provide feedback to the project manager to make their job easier and to take a second look, a second pair of eyes. And this is a compounding process as well. We do the work, we analyze, we see what's working, what's not, and then we try to improve. If we fail, we will always let the client know. If we did something wrong, something happened, because we want to be as transparent as possible, because we don't want to waste anyone's time. And also one key part in our process is that we also, whenever we start working with the client, we initially do the research, because this is also something that we offer is a free initial analysis for our clients. This is a strategy analysis. We used to sell it for 200 to 300 per report, but now we're doing it for free for the clients that qualify. By the way, if you go to redbat.agency, you're going to see up at the bottom right, there's a free audit. Click on it and fill out the information, and then you can, if you are a good fit, we will do this analysis for you. It's a 10-minute video audit of your site. Actually, we spend 30 minutes to an hour. Then we give you a 10-minute Loom video of do we actually think that we can help? And if we can, what are the main things that we're going to do for a site? Or what are the main things that we need to do, or you should do by yourself if you want, that would get you to the top of Google, the top 3 in your particular niche. So what are the things that your competitors are doing? What are the main gaps? What is it that you need to do? So this is our overall process. And of course, if you have any questions, email me at this is GERT @redbat.agency. And also let me know if you have any questions or comments. You can leave your questions also in the comments as well. Thank you. Have an amazing day.